Hello, hello! We are so back! We are so back! This is, I think, the only game that we've, tuned in for a second time, other than Tomodachi Life. This is my legacy. We've played Tomodachi Life 3 times on stream, and the only thing I have brought back for a part 2 is Twisted Wonderland, but, I mean, that's pretty telltale of me, not gonna lie. Oh, my audio might be a bit too high. Okay, hopefully that's better. Hopefully that means my voice will not go as super high and burst your eardrums. But it still might. Okay, hello. I'm Shin, the internet's resident dead author, and welcome to my bed of roses. Today, as I was just saying, we are going to be playing Twisted Wonderland again. We're gonna finish, hopefully, 7.5, chapter 7.5. And this time, I am going in prepared to read. Last time, it caught me completely off guard that the story was not voiced. But today, I am ready to go in and I'm ready to have story time with Shin, where I read to you, apparently. Without further ado, let's open up the game. I did have to open it to download the updates because I have not been here. I think I logged in after I streamed, but it was not a nearby date. So, as the login bonus will tell you, it's been a minute, but that's all right. Wait, Jamila's up. Wait. Let's see. Oh my gosh! It's such a cool card. Oh my gosh! Is there anything else that I missed? No, just him. Okay. Okay. We're gonna move on before I open up my wallet. This is not what we're here for today. We are not summoning today. That's what we did last time. And we activated my streamer luck. But alas. Alas, I am saving. I need to get Scully, you guys. I really need to get Scully. I didn't read what chapter we're on. Or what part we're on. Is it 15? I don't know, I'm just tossing you into the deep end. Okay. It is 15. So this is chapter 15, being screened out. We're in the cafeteria, which I'm pretty sure is where we left out last time. Are we ready? Are we ready for me to read? It was a competition to see who could assemble scattered scraps of a passage in an ancient language and decipher it the fastest. We're told the event in games requires people to collect scraps of paper and stone tablets scattered across a field. Couldn't you make some wild phrases out of that if you assemble the parts in the wrong order? Yup, you're supposed to read the finished passage out loud and tons of people piece together ridiculous sentences. It reminded me of this card game where you use the cards you're given to make a phrase. It was pretty funny. Ortho's playing Cards Against Humanity? Oh wait. I can higher the game volume just a little bit so you can hear the music better. The teacher burst out laughing too. How could an educator laugh themselves breathless during a classroom exercise? It isn't a game. Didn't you assemble an ingenious passage of your own, Sebek? 7 beasts rode the pumpkin carriage to court, where they lied and their noses grew. 7 beasts riding a carriage? At that point, it's a bus! What could cause their noses to grow in court? Stop laughing, all of you! Oh, all of you would make passages just as bizarre. Hey, Yusuf! When they do that exercise, be certain to record whatever ridiculous phrases they make. Then I'll laugh at them! But now we know there's a class like that, we'll know what to expect. Sorry, but I'm gonna prep like mad before even attempting it. Oh, they're just so determined not to make fools of themselves. I can respect that. I don't know if any amount of prep will help me string together proper passages. Oh, question mark is telling us, ancient passages are essential for handling spell incantations. It would be unacceptable for- It would be unacceptable for a Pomfiore student to let himself be outdone by any other dorm. I know that voice! Bonjour, hatchlings! May we sit at your table? The others have no empty spaces. Oh, empty seats, my bad. Hatchlings? Hatchlings is so cute and so funny! Of course! Hey, Grim, move your books off the seat. Why is Grim stacking books? Oh, whatever. What? Okay, I get that he crouched down because he was taking a seat, but is Deuce standing? Is that what I'm supposed to gather from that? Is that Deuce is just on his feet? Wow, you sound kind of tired there, Bill. Even I get tired sometimes. Just when we're done handling the fallout from a magical disaster, we have to rush to prepare for the interscholastics. And we juniors have to apply for internships by the end of May. Never had I had to scramble to get so much work done. I've made my first mistake. Let's try again. Never have I had to scramble to get so much work done in such tight deadlines. It's unbelievable. You're an actor. I'm sure you've had tighter deadlines and more workloads, but whatever. What's an internship? Refresh my memory, please. Seniors at Night Raven College study off-campus at institutes and businesses. It's customary for juniors to choose and apply to these internships themselves, yet it seems our queen remains undecided. Oh! Right, that's true, I forgot. You didn't know what you were doing. It's not every day I see you struggling to decide on something, Bill. All I've decided for certain is that I'll go to a film studio. The question is, which one? Okay. Decisions, Bill Sconehite. What a privileged question to ask, too. It's like, I can have my pick of any film studio I desire. I just have to pick. Okay. There are 3 I'm torn between, each with their own separate styles and company cultures. Films are heavily influenced not just by their directors and scripts, but also by the studio creating them. Would it be possible for you to intern at a different studio each quarter? The thought did cross my mind, but making and releasing a single film can take years. Plus, I'm Bill Sconehite. If I was only there for a few months, I imagine I'd get no work done from dealing with all the endless fawning and simpering. Okay. Okay. I couldn't relate. These are such Vil-specific problems. Then the internship would be over in a flash and I'd have nothing to show for it. My dream is to achieve the epitome of beauty as an actor. But I wish to learn the rigors of working on a set as a simple rookie. Like, I want to say, oh, that's cool. Oh, it's so nice that he wants to do that, but this is also such a Vil-specific problem. So I decided to fully commit to a single place for all 3 quarters. Okay. He's decided to commit, but hasn't really decided where to commit. If this is going to be a year-long commitment, I can see why you wouldn't just pick something... If this is going to be a year-long commitment, I can see why you wouldn't just pick something to tide you over. But don't people also get screened out at the interview and resume review stages? How can you be sure that you'll make it to the internship you want? Because he's Vil Sconehite, Sevik. Come on, next question. Yeah. Who do you think you're talking to, Cucumber? Me? Being screened out? Not possible! I feel bad for whichever corporate guy has to make Vil work like a rookie employee. He's got way too much presence and intensity for a rookie. He lords it over... Is that what that says? He lords it over everyone. I can't say I understand that one. Have you finished your application, Rook? Oui, I applied at an archaeological research institute in the Shatlands. What? I thought you'd be going wherever Vil was, I am the chasseur d'amour, pursuer of beauty. While I do wish to remain with Vil, I came to the conclusion that it would not be the pursuit of beauty if I did. Pursuit of beauty? A question, Apple. Would you agree one cannot achieve a full understanding of a jewel's shine merely by gazing upon it? I decided to follow my own path in seeking the essence of beauty, all the better to appreciate Vil's shine. Is this I'm gonna go seek out the most beautiful things just so I can confirm that Vil is in fact the most beautiful thing? If so, okay. I appreciate his drive at least. Sure. I don't really follow, but I kinda get it. Maybe? Same, Apple, same. Adoration and adulation are 2 different things. I believe he's saying that true learning comes not from following in another's footsteps, but by striving for one's own goals. I mean, if you got all that, I trust you. Whoa, Civic, you understand what Rook says? I guess you weren't kidding about being an avid reader. Here I thought you were just a loudmouth. Okay. Okay. Don't act impressed over something so trivial. Are you mocking me? The Savannah Claw theme started playing, so I'm gonna assume this might be Ruggy. If it's not, I might make a fool of myself, but let's try. Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. Is the seat next to you taken, Jack? Ruggy! No, it's not. Let's go. Sweet, then consider it taken now. By Leona! Okay. Huh? That's not what we signed up for when we offered up the seat, but okay. Are we collecting house wardens that will lecture them? To be continued. On to the next. Chapter 16. Hopefully the load times will be okay. They were fine last stream, but you never know with Twist. Just dissociate. Just stare at the screen and dissociate. Okay, how y'all doing? While we wait for the game to actually boot up, how y'all doing? Oh, never mind. Save it for later, or tell me and I'll read it later. Chapter 16, no sense agonizing. We are still in the cafeteria, we've never left. Leona, I got you a seat. I don't think he wants to sit with us. Hey, Ruggy. Get me one somewhere else. The only reasonable reaction to sitting down with these two. Don't be picky, you know this is the only table with open seats. Why is the entire cafeteria full but no one wants to sit with the first years? You saved a spot for yourself, didn't you? Switch with me. Sure, I can do that, but my spot's at that table there. What a foolproof plan! Like, yeah, I got myself a seat without the first years present, but it's all the second years. So, is that really? Pick your poison, Leona. I guess it's one. Oh, I guess this one's the lesser. The lesser? The lesser of two evils. My, what a thing to say. If you don't like it, you're welcome to have your lunch on the floor. Oh gosh, Vil. Dial it back. Sorry, but indoor picnics are my thing. Hey Jack, scoot over some. I love how Leona doesn't even care, doesn't even miss a beat. Apple! He's getting squished! Yes, sir. Okay, tuck your arms in too. Apple is being crammed over there. Well, enjoy your lunch, and don't forget to put your own dishes away when you're done. Ah, shut up. What are you, my mom? Do you really want an answer to that question? Matt! Leona's blue plate has 2 special hamburgers! No fair! What's the problem? One's gonna be filling enough. Sorry, one's not gonna be filling enough. You could buy a second one too if you wanted. If you weren't so goddamn broke. I agree that a single hamburger is already filling. Oh, it's hardly filling, but for a royal prince to talk with his mouth full, it's how uncouth! Are you whining about manners in a school cafeteria? This isn't some upscale restaurant. No one cares how you eat your food in here. Yes, he is. Ruggy being Savannah Claw's mom, I'm assuming, is what you're responding to? Yeah, he would be. He parents everyone in there. They can't do anything without him. Swift work the Roi de Lions is making of that hamburger. I suppose that must be the norm in the savannah, where a moment's carelessness is all too fatal. It's not... Okay, it doesn't have to be... Okay, you know what? We're gonna move on. Perhaps in times, beauty lies in haste rather than taking things slow. Vil does not agree with you. Look at his face and tell me he might agree with you. You'd be wrong. It's just speed eating. He's barely chewing his food. Hey, Leona. Stop putting your vegetables on Jack's plate! Okay, Ruggy's gone. Vil is now the mother of Savannah Claw. I'm just giving extra nutrients to a growing underclassman. Right, Jack? Right, Jack? You appreciate the effects of the vegetables. You need them to grow up big and strong. Actually, I'm done eating. You can have the vegetables yourself. Are lions unable to effectively digest vegetables since you're carnivores? That's fascinating. Why is everyone at this table getting on my case? It's spoiling my meal. Who do we think this is gonna be? What theme is playing in the background? Is this Heartslebule? I'm just gonna read. They're saying those things because they care about you. Plus, not chewing your food really isn't good for you. Okay. I was gonna say Trey, but now it's gonna sound like I'm just saying that. So we're just gonna move on. Oh! Now Trey is officially nominated. Okay. Oh, great. Pops is on my case now, too. It's official, guys. Ruggy is the mother of Savannah Claw, and Trey is just father in general. It feels a little strange getting called Pops by someone older than me. Trey, any spots over there? Oh, hey! Now there's a rare grouping of peeps. Are you guys looking for seats? Yeah, but I can see your table's pretty full. We'll keep looking. Ace and I are done. You can have our spots. Oh, are you sure? Yep, when I want the house in hearing we stayed at our table more than 15 minutes after finishing our lunches. I don't think Riddle would have your heads over that at this point. You never know. Let's be so serious, you never know. Yeah, probably not. Plus, there's an easy way to cheat the system. You can just dry out having a post-meal tea or dessert and say you're not done eating yet. We've got PE coming up, so we can't stick around too long anyway. We've got to get changed and get to the sports field. Yusuf, Grim, be careful not to spend too long... Be careful not to spend too long eating, or you'll be tardy for your afternoon class. Catch you later. Yeah, see ya! Then I'll take the spot next to you. A freaking course. Cater Diamond, I know what you are. So what were you guys talking about? Hard to imagine the topics that had come up in this odd gathering. We were admitting the delightful way that Roi de Lions eats his meal. You were. The rest of us most certainly were not. We had been discussing our internships. Oh, right. Internship applications. Leona, you finished yours before the orientation was even over, right? It's just a one-year internship. I'll take whatever gets me the school credit. No sense agonizing over it. He's just like me. Where will you be going, Leona? I'm mining an energy business institute in the Sunset Savannah. Do we need to get all this exposition a second time? I thought we had already heard where everyone was going. Why are we going in circles in this conversation? Oh, for that particular reason, I guess. For that specific reaction. What? Why so shocked? You don't think I'd make the cut to get into a research institute? I knew you were smart, but I always assumed you'd do something spell drive related. Yeah, me too. Even Ruggy was talking about that. Ruggy's already planning? He said since the Sunset Savannah doesn't have a world-class team, you should make one yourself. Oh, I see. That could be interesting. But why doesn't the Sunset Savannah have a national team? Okay. As if I'd ever do something that tedious. So you don't have plans to stick with Spell Drive after you graduate then? Oh, their dreams are being crushed. In one fell swoop, Apple and Jack's dreams of Leona are being crushed. I wasn't exactly planning on joining some team of amateurs with day jobs, but if the Sunset Savannah gets picked to host the Spell Drive World Cup, putting some serious effort into it wouldn't be the worst thing. The Spell Drive World Cup? That's the one held every 4 years that everyone goes wild about, isn't it? So exactly what I was anticipating when I heard it. Wonderful. Oh, do they hold world tournaments? Oh, do they hold world tournaments in varying locals for Spell Drive, like they do for soccer? I was under the impression Spell Drive was more popular than soccer in Twisted Wonderland. Like, I'm surprised it's not the other way around. I'm surprised it's not like, oh, they hold World Cups for soccer the same way they do for Spell Drive. This is... a very, like, comparison to make just for us as readers, but whatever, you know what, let's go on. Yeah, the Sons of Savannah does have a Spell Drive Pro League, though its all minor team is barely better than amateurs. Okay, so they do have technically national teams, but still, there's a non-zero chance we'd get picked to host. In the event the Savannah did get picked, the government would have to push through a lot of infrastructure to support it. A stadium, accommodations for visitors, all kinds of stuff. So it would basically be urban development using Spell Drive as a pretext. That's what Leona would actually be interested in. That's so fascinating though, I do love that. But changing a nation by means of Spell Drive could potentially be a sound idea. True, a single-star player exerting genuine influence over a nation or swaying public opinion is hardly unprecedented. And teams with star players are supposed to draw in lots of strong, capable younger people. Leona's got the right idea! I think... Oh, Ethel's like, I'm following this conversation, I reckon. A pro player, huh? I guess it's decently... It's a decently... expedient? I've never encountered that word in my life, to be completely honest. It's a decently expedient way to go from unpopular to popular. Getting some time in the Spelljar spotlight would definitely be a huge driver of urban and economic development. But it'd be a brief fad. The enthusiasm wouldn't last for long. Same for a stadium. You can push through building one, but you need arrangements in place to sustain it long term. Facilities that aren't fully utilized are just money sinks. I really like this, not gonna lie, I really like this. It's such a perfect way to build off of his dream. That... Oh. He's really thinking about the nation, and really thinking about the nation in the long term. Okay, I see you, Leona. But isn't it the job of the ones running the country to think about such things? If people build something and can't properly use it, that's their problem. Never mind! I take back maybe half of what I just said. They can't expect the government to cover all their long-term utilization needs. Besides, I'm not even king. Why should I care about how things pan out? Okay, wait, no, I take back my taking back. He's being very thoughtful about it. However, the fact that he's resentful that he's not going to be king is really just a crutch for him to be like, but I'm not going to take it seriously. But I'm not going to, like, put myself in a position where it falls onto me, because the responsibility isn't mine to begin with, full stop. So me putting in all this effort to think about it can very easily go to waste, and I would rather not do it. Okay. I see you, Leona. I'm still picturing that Apple is just crammed on the edge of one of the benches with Jack, like, hands on his hips, about to knock him off. Okay. True, I don't like the idea of letting other people handle stuff for me either, but he spoke in a similar way in his dream, and very nearly ruined his own country. Well, yeah, he did, but, like, he's thinking about it, right? And I wonder if the fact that he had that dream is part of why he's so hesitant to share his ideas for improving the country, because he knows without follow-up, it'll end up how it did in his dream. So I wonder if the dream itself is going to be holding Leona back. So basically, he's the type that doesn't want to take responsibility, but still wants to try ambitious projects. Exactly. He wants to do big things, but doesn't want to put in the effort to doing big things. I can't believe I'm hearing this from the house warden of Savannah Claw, famed for its spirit of persistence. Well, no matter, I suppose. I think Leona being torn between wanting to do really great and big things and not wanting to get stuck with the follow-up is kind of humanizing in a way. Yeah, I do like it. I do like it. That even if he's not the king, even if he is the second prince, he has very, very big dreams for what he would want to do, and he knows how he wants to actualize it, but he's afraid, maybe not unwilling to do the follow-up, but afraid of how much work the follow-up will need, and unsure of whether he himself will be able to put it in. So, Trey, have you and Cater made your choices? Yeah, I applied in an agricultural technology center in the Scalding Sands. I want to research selective breeding of fruits. Interesting. The Scalding Sands, huh? They're supposed to be one of the most cutting-edge places for selective fruit breeding. I could draw on my science club experience there, and it'd be a good way to earn credits, right? So I'll spend 2 quarters there, and once I get the credits I need to graduate, I was thinking of spending my third quarter at a business that develops condiments. Condiments. Condiments? I mean, that's on brand for the guy who can recognize most spices with just a taste, but why? Oh, I'm interested in the development of sweeteners and I'm interested in the development of sweeteners that are healthy and low calorie. If I want to feed people lots of sweets, I should be mindful of the effect it has on them, right? Okay. I like how much their dreams are causing them to be more cautious of themselves. Like, and the same was true for Kaleem in the last stream. We were talking about it, that Kaleem's dream is like a wake-up call. Ironically, the dream is a wake-up call that I need to be wary about this, and I have to take this more seriously, and I have to be more conscious of Jamil and more considerate of Jamil, and change my approach to how I interact with him, and the way I interact socially in general, because of who I am and my standing, and how that affects others. So it's interesting to see that we are continuing to get that it's not stopping with just Kaleem, and that Leona is worried about being ambitious, where he's finally admitting that he has these ambitions and that he thinks about how he could start working towards his ambitions, but he's holding himself back on the account that he knows that if he doesn't follow up, it'll go down like it did in his dream. Or for Trey, it's that he knows for a fact that his dream is to feed people and and make sweets for them and whatnot, but then the roly-polies still haunt his nightmares, which is good, because they haunt my nightmares, and I would hope that he at least gets a taste of that suffering. That's a wonderful mindset to have, but isn't that ultimately something for the one eating to decide if they care about? Ooh. I like this from Vilscone Heights specifically. Hold on, I'm gonna take a sip of water. My tongue is getting more tied. That Vil, the one who is more conscious of his image, and we can tell through Epple, more conscious of the images of others, being like, yeah, but like that's not necessarily your decision to make on someone's behalf. Okay, I see where we're going. All a preparer of food can do is provide options to choose from. And even the healthiest food can have adverse effects if you eat too much of it. That's a fair point. I guess I'm more worried about my own self-control than anything else. No! Don't show me that ever again! Boy, I get what you mean. True, after- No, please! Please! Keep them away! True, after seeing that dream, makes perfect sense why you'd think that way. No! I knew it was coming at that time, but then they switched it up on me and they rolled through. I still have nightmares of when Ace and Deuce were chasing me there. Yeah, you guys don't want to know. Genuinely, you don't want to know. Epple, if you thought your dream was bad and unsettling and... Anyway. More French. Regardless, it's très joyeux to see that the Chevalier de Roses... Oh my god. Don't judge my friends. My friends. It's like, pardon my French, but it's like more like, pardon my butchering of French. Has chosen his path forward. What of you, Monsieur Magic Hand? I recall you being quite uncertain on orientation day. Come on, Cater, what have you decided? I thought about it a lot, and I'm probably gonna go somewhere related to architecture or interior design. Okay. That suits him very, very well. Right now, my first choice is an interior design company in the Queendom of Roses. A choice befitting of someone ever aware of trends. Was there something in particular that turned your thoughts in that direction? I like this a lot! Hearts and Wheels decor in my dream was pretty cowable, right? I remember it being ridiculously glowy and flashy and stuff. Oh, even Leona's getting headaches just remembering it. Okay, it might have been a little over the top, but I actually kind of dug the whole castle of your own, where you don't stand on ceremony for anyone else vibe. This is a flashback to a dream I will not argue with. I'm happy to see this. Welcome back, King Cato Diamond. And after going through other people's dreams, it stuck with me that there are as many castles of your own as there are people. Hey! As long as the roly-polies don't come back. Hey! Dream riddle, my beloved. So I thought it'd be fun to help build those figurative castles for different people. I like this so much. This is such a great way to take Cater's, particular, snazzy empathy, because he's not empathetic in a way that is, sappy and particularly, down to earth and grounded in a way that we typically associate with quote-unquote empaths, but he's conscientious of the way others present themselves and how, at least, this is largely mixing with my own headcanons of Cater, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I'm not particularly citing any real instances, but, working with people with how they want to present themselves and how they want to curate a space where they feel comfortable makes a lot of sense. I do really like it. And why limit myself to just residential design? I'd be down for working on cafes or amusement parks or whatever else. Eventually, there'd be tons of castles I had a hand in building all over the world. This is your will to power. We're not gonna cite Nietzsche in the Twisted Wonderland stream, but this is your will to power. Homes, restaurants, parks. Sounds rad, right? This also makes sense. I feel like Cater is the kind of person who, wants to leave something behind in the world. And that might be where, the clout chasing might come from. Is him being remembered and being known for something. Is probably really important. And this is, I think, a really good way to take that. I'm happy about this. I'm really happy about this. This might be my favorite internship decision yet. Très bien! What a grand and beautiful dream. I'm honored to have been here when you shared it. Me too, Rook. Me too. But doesn't architecture-related work require getting into specialized universities? Exactly, that's the problem! I'm so allergic to studying... Oh, physics and geometry do not like Cater Diamond. You're not exactly a slow learner. Maybe you could manage it if you started studying a little harder now. Except that would basically mean starting from square one, though. I'm really iffy on my chances of... Oh, guys! I just spotted a super rare sight out in the wild. What is it? What are we looking at? Oh my gosh, it's India Shroud! So many people. I should just go, but... Ah! Excuse me. Eep! Whoever designed this cafeteria must have been an extrovert architect with no regard whatsoever for loner nerds. Long tables with bench seats, all designed for strangers to sit with strangers. The concept of personal space is beyond non-existent here. Oh, I just know if I sit next to someone, they'll be like, ugh, the ick. Or, doesn't blue just ruin your appetite? And if I ever bumped elbows with someone, they'd get all huffy about being lefties. Sorry, about lefties being a pain. Oh. Wait, is this an actual anxiety or is this just Idiot Shroud related? Yeah, nope! That's it, I'm heading back! There's no place for introverts like me in a cafeteria with no separate seating or partitions to speak of. Oh. You're so doomed. You're so trapped now. Hey! Idia! Ah! Hortho! So doomed. It's not every day you come to the cafeteria. Are you about to have lunch? I was gonna, but it's so crowded. I'll just cool my stomach with some tap water instead. I do this sometimes. You won't get the nutrients you need that way. You need real food. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the cafeteria during lunch rush, Idia. Look, it's not by choice. My tummy made me do it. My personal food stock ran out, so I went to the school store to buy my usual jelly supplements and junk food, only to hear, I've got what you want in stock now, but I can't sell it to the little imp who makes that his whole diet. Sam is rationing you! He told you nope! Oh, that's so funny. Sam actually denied the sale. Wow, he put customer well-being over his own profits. I'll have to thank Sam later. Reminds me of a time I tried to buy nuts when they were on sale. He told me, at the pace you go through these, little imp, you won't finish one bag before its expiration date. So he remembers how often you normally come in to buy stuff? Yikes! Sam's quite impressive. I could learn a thing or two from his keen insight. Maybe don't. For all that insight, he sure likes trying to pawn things off. For all that insight, he sure likes trying to pawn off useless junk at Caribbean prices. I can't make heads or tails of that guy. That line was not built for me. Come on, idiot, join us at the table. I'll get some lunch for you. I thought there was no more space at the table, and that's why Ace and Deuce had to get up. But this table, the one crammed with all these overbearing, pushy types? Cater Diamond is more than happy to welcome you onto this table. In fact, if there's no seats, you can probably sit on their lap. I mean, what? I'd literally rather eat lunch in a bathroom stall than sit at— Arthur, hold on! Don't leave me! You've been left. Consider yourself left. Do it gently is what chapter 18 is called. Okay. Show us what you've got, chapter 18. I'm gonna take another sip of water. However, I promise I'm not running on only tap water like Idiot Shroud was attempting to. We are still in the cafeteria. Why did you decide to sit in between these two? There were so many better spaces. Cater Diamond would have been loud and talked your ear off, but at least Cater Diamond would have been considerate of you. Sitting next to Rook would not have been my choice. And I wouldn't even be mad at sitting at this table. You're mad at sitting at this table, and you still decided to sit next to Rook. Even worse, in between Rook and Vel. This is— okay, you know what? Let's see. Come, Rod de Sacham. Have a seat. Idio's making the same kind of high-pitched whine you hear when a mosquito's buzzing around. You, don't have to be so scared. Quailing after showing us how dependable you could be in the dreams? Surely you can carry yourself in that way in reality. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm once again gonna take a guess at who question mark is. Come now, Sevek. This is a place for eating, not for shouting. Oh, damn it! I was wrong! I was like, Melius. Let's do Melius. It's either gonna be Melius or Lilia. Let's do it with Melius. And I was mistaken. Lilia! My liege! I'm guessing because he said Lilia first, it has to have been Lilia, right? He wouldn't have addressed Lilia before Melius. You know what? It's okay. We're not gonna overthink it. It seems this table is also full, Lilia. Yeah, we're tragically occupied, so find somewhere else to sit. Go on. Shoo. Don't shoo Melius away. No, there's room. I'll clear away this detritus at once. By all means, you would be welcome to sit here. Detritus? I don't know what that means either. Okay. We're kicking out Apple and Jack, I suppose. Well, we just finished lunch anyway. I guess we can get going. Yeah, gotta change into our school uniforms. Oh yeah, we've got PE next period. Yusuf, you're gonna get changed, right? I'm changing magic. I really wish I could dream the form of changing right now. Oh, the freshmen still can't use magic to change clothes after waking from their dream. You know I could always install an outfit changing spell script in your magical pens. Give me dream of form of changing on a daily basis. Please, I want it. Do not! No thanks! No way! Go on, away with you two! Don't get Sebek! Make room for my liege and Lilia, post-haste! They just did it! Oh, they're like, okay, whatever, Sebek, leave us alone. Please, right this way, my liege! Ah, thank you. Sorry about this, boys. It's appreciated, though. Don't mind us. Enjoy your lunch. Idia, I brought your lunch. Oh, Ethel and Jack left without saying goodbye to you, Ortho. Greetings, Meles Draconia and Lilia Van Rouge. Hello, Little Shroud. I see you're hard at work being your brother's mind. Being your brother's caretaker, his guardian, in fact. Being his waitstaff, his personal attendant. Yeah, he's quick to skip meals if nobody's paying attention. Here you go, the blue plate special with some warm soup. I'm gonna head out with Yusuf and Grim. Make sure to finish the whole tray, okay? You're not gonna leave him there, Ortho. That's so cruel. Wait, what? No, don't leave me here by myself. Too late. Wait, did Sebek leave with us? Wait, I thought Sebek was staying out with Lilia and Meles. My bad. Okay. Dear me, I never imagined I'd have to actually hunt for a seat in the cafeteria. True, I recall that any table you approach would clear out immediately. Perhaps it's because I'm in a weakened state with one of my horns broken, but fewer students avoid me now. Additionally, for the first time ever, a student tried to pick a fight with me by bumping his shoulder into mine as he walked by. That could have been a mistake, but considering it's Night Raven College, it could very well not have been. Dude, pulling a power move on someone who's been weakened, that's such an archetypal... An archetypical... What? Scrub behavior, lol. Frankly, even with your horn broken, you've just been downgraded from cheat tier overlord to highest of the overlord's 4 generals. You're still way out of most people's league. I still struggle to moderate my powers, so I would prefer it if others would cease behavior that puts their lives in danger. Melius, don't start any trouble for a while. If you want to get back at someone, do it gently, okay? Lilia, don't encourage this behavior, not even jokingly. I shouldn't be surprised you're telling him... I shouldn't be surprised you're not telling him to just grin and bear it when someone mistreats him, Lilia. Certainly not. It wouldn't do to encourage fools, both for Melius' sake and their own. Say, a slight change of subject. Lils, you're not dropping out anymore, right? Indeed. Thankfully, for some strange reason, my magical reserves have returned. Then, will you be able to take part in an off-campus internship? About that. The old bat might get one, but the lizard probably won't. Living disaster and all that. Can't imagine any company wanting to bring someone that dangerous on board. My internship will be at Styx! Oh! Oh, the music stopped just so that I would have to sit with that in complete silence. Huh? Okay. I see. At Styx. Okay. Okay. Tell us why. I need this explanation. Elaborate. Elaborate now. What do you mean your internship's gonna be at Styx? Yeah, so, my dad recently reached out to him during his magical rehab. Doesn't Meles have a penchant for breaking smartphones and other electronics? And he's never taken a technomatic engineering class, has he? What use is a guy like that gonna be in such a high-tech nerd herd org? Okay. Well, what you guys saw was basically just one part of Styx. The only areas that are bleeding edge are certain parts of the tech dev and research divisions. The research and analysis sections restore ancient magical artifacts and decipher ancient grimoires unearthed from ruins. That means a lot of our research is done in the old-school analog way. And with the massive volume of precious text that Briar Valley has provided for us, they're woefully short-staffed to handle it all. Hence, I will remain in Styx's care for all 3 quarters of my internship, as both a research subject and a trainee. I like this a lot. Yeah, there's a ton of data we'd like to get from Alias. And on the off chance there's any trouble, my parents would have it covered with him staying on the island of Woe. So other than my personal awkwardness having a guy from my class here working at my family home, it's a win-win. Yeah. We owe quite the debt of gratitude to the Watchmen of the island of Woe. So as long as you get your internship credit there, you won't get held back. Yes, my intent is to devote myself to research and earn at least a B grade. Aim higher, Melius. You're the Melius Draconia. Aim higher than a B. You want to do more than pass. You want to knock all their socks off. Are you going to Styx too, Lils? Actually, I'll be doing my internship at the Shaftlands Elementary School. My heart! Okay. An elementary school? Does that mean you're going to be a student teacher? Yes, I'm thinking of getting a teaching license. Oh! For real? You want to be a school teacher? Just so. The incident we went through was a painful lesson in the importance, not to mention the difficulty, of raising future generations. Okay, I take it back. Caters is no longer my favorite. No longer my favorite internship. Lilia being an elementary teacher? Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Briar Valley has schools, but they're vastly different from human-centric ones. Considering the future we face, we need to share our knowledge and ways for all species to move forward together. Given that, I figured this was something that might be worth spending the remaining of my time on. After all, I was flying by the seat of my pants when I raised my subordinates and disciples. I need to get proper training and education. He's like, I had no idea what the frick I was doing as a parent, might as well get trained to be a school teacher. Human history, Fae history, the idea of a class where one could learn both is fantastique. If you do become a teacher, you positively must let me take your classes. Rook, I have one question for you. Are you an elementary schooler? Come now, how long do you intend on being held back for? I'll have to go to university, which will take a minimum of 5 years to complete. But couldn't someone go back to school at any age if they have a desire to learn to elementary? Bill Sconehide, I think that there is a limit. We do have Fae over 700 years old in our class here, you know. Haha, so you do. This might be getting ahead of myself, though. If I don't pass our final exams, the whole plan will be called off. What are you gonna do? Die if you don't graduate from Night Raven College? And we have the interscholastics to handle before that. We'll be quite busy. Will you boys be taking part of those? In those, my bad. Participation's unfortunately mandatory for house wardens. R.I.P. me. I wonder what games they're gonna hold this year. They could be totally different from last year's. I'm on the spell drive too, no matter what. No other options for me. Okay. An athletic team mixed with teams from different dorms. Oh, how my heart soars with anticipation of the beautiful games I might behold. We've got some dependable underclassmen too. I'd like to make this thing here where we break our 0 for 99 losing streak. I forgot that was a thing. Yeah. If you don't win, it'll enter the 3 digits and that'll be just real embarrassing for you. So you better step up your game. A tradition of loss, I say bring it on. We won't try to erase the past. Okay. I feel like the dialogue in this book is a lot more intentional than usual. Like, this particular line is not really all that much by itself, but I think contextually for Vil, I like this word choice. Okay. We'll embrace our history and all the regrets that come with it. That way, we can overturn our fate and start a new tradition. Okay. A new tradition established upon the 100th year, That's not a terrible idea. Have you guys never won? Is that 99 years meaning since it was founded? That can't be right. Can it? Because Lilia got invited to Night Raven College 200 years ago, I think, if memory serves. But have the interscholastic games only been happening for 100 years? Maybe I'm just confusing myself. Anyway. The Arcane Academy Interscholastic Games. I can hardly wait for them to arrive. This again? It is this again. Yep. Welcome back to Disney's Twisted Wonderland. The fever dream of I guess it's a visual novel? Yeah. I was just saying that my reputation is now that I've only played Tomodachi Life and Twisted Wonderland on more than one occasion on this channel. So, anyway. I'm not gonna worry too hard about what that says about me. Moving on. We are currently entering chapter 20, which means we have 3 more chapters after this one. So we're in the home stretch now. It's a fantasy school story. Don't expect the world building to make sense. Yeah. Yeah, true. These two? Okay, we're completely shifting gears, I see. The Mickey investigation. I thought you all left. Okay, yeah, we're hoping we might get some really good data with you on board. We're recruiting Silver too? It's to help me find a way back home. Alright, we'll help however we can. Hey, Silver, don't agree so readily when we don't even know what we're agreeing to. Who is this Mickey, anyway? He's this guy who shows up in the mirror in our room at night. He's got big black ears. He ain't in Twisted Wonderland, but we can meet him through the mirror, and in dreams. I'm glad that Grimm has the script memorized now, and I don't have to repeat myself anymore. Yes, I think I've met him in dreams as well. What are you talking about? This is only making me more confused! Okay, here's the basic rundown. So this creature called Mickey appears in a ramshackle dorm mirror late at night, and he is of a world that isn't this one. You seek to identify the conditions under which Mickey appears, and you hope that by doing so you'll identify a clue that could help return Yusuf home. Yeah, so we, us, Epple and Jack that is, have been taking turns spending the night at Ramshackle to investigate. Okay, so that's what you're asking us to do. Man, this guy really said sign me up without understanding any of that. Between us, we have a dire beast, an otherworlder, a humanoid, humans, and beastkin. We've been hoping to get help from some fae. And of course, the biggest key feature here is you, Silver, the one who made contact with Mickey in your dreams. Right, I'm pretty sure I recognize those big black ears and red shorts in the photo. I have no connection to Mickey, so I don't know why I get drawn into that room in my dreams. With his PJs! Aw, Silver, so cute. But strange things tend to happen in dreams, don't they? Meet in a Dream is a spell that lets me enter others' dreams, especially those of people I'm connected to. The trouble is, I forget them when I wake up. I like how he just panned across the screen. Okay. So maybe I actually do wander into the dreams of total strangers, and I just don't know it. That spell sounds like when... What is it? Like, one-earic... Why does Seba keep using big words that I don't know? Okay. Ravings to me, no matter how many times I hear it explained. Will he really be of use to your investigation? I strongly suspect he'll end up nodding off partway through. I think that's the intention. I think we want him to fall asleep so that he can meet Mickey. There's a decent chance that Silver can meet Mickey in his dreams. That's what I'm saying. So it might be better if he conks out, right? No kidding. Anyway, that wraps up the investigation overview. Now we have to work out the participant rotation. Hey, slow down! I never agreed to this! I have to make up class time I lost while hospitalized for examination. I also have to train for interscholastic selection. And now that my liege is back at school, I cannot leave his side. After all, I'm the lightning light! The what? The lightning knight my liege relies on to protect him! Aw, jeez, that smug face. It's weirding me out the way he's smirking. Dude, you should have heard him in our defensive magic mock battles yesterday. I quote verbatim, Civic Zigful, the lightning knight of Class D, shall now take the field. He's really on the top of the world after being dubbed knight, huh? Or, I could see him putting that in the name. Yep. My name, full name, the Knight of Lightning Civic, whatever the fuck it is. I hear he pulled that in History of Magic quiz and trained deducted points and told him to fill in his name properly. Well, it's not even speculation anymore. Even I've never gotten marked down for that. Grim, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. You've probably put Grim the Great, Destined Mage, and Train has also deducted points. Oh no, another guess? Okay. Greetings, everyone. Pardon the interruption. Ah, damn it! That wasn't a bad voice, it was just not who I was expecting. I was expecting Riddle. Oh, hey, head mage. What you doing in the cafeteria? I was looking for Van Rouge, as it happens. If you're looking for father. Oh, I love that. That's such a perfect continuation to this bit. If you're looking for father, he left after lunch. Said he had plans. But I'm so confused. Then why are we still here? I thought our group plus Ortho and even Ace and Deuce had gone out of the cafeteria. Why are we back? Why are we back in the building? Oh. Okay. Actually, I meant you, Silver Van Rouge. Oh my gosh. That makes me excited. As if, like, Silver, like, changed his preferred name and people are actually, like, respecting his pronouns. That's the kind of joy that I just felt. Oh, right. I'm also a Van Rouge now. The disbelief. Oh my gosh. I love this. The face contortions. Is he okay? Silver, why are you glowering? Sorry. I was trying to stop myself from breaking out in a silly grin! This is so cute! Oh my god! Oh, cute! Look at you getting giddy over simply being addressed by name. Silly indeed, Silver. Civic, the house is made of glass. Keep your stones to yourself. Civic, would you like me to play back a video of your own silly expression from 3 minutes ago? Ortho is the blackmail master. You cannot say anything in Ortho's, like, near presence. He will hold it against you. I don't see the harm in grinning as much as you like. It's a name you attained after gifting us a priceless suit of Mystium armor. Of course, it's a moment worth basking in. You look pretty teary-eyed to me. I'm pretty sure the name had nothing to do with giving away the... Anyway, what can I do for you, head mage? Something wonderful has just arrived for you, so I'd like you to come to my office to receive it. Your friends are welcome to join you. He's like, I will not be reported today. Your friends can come with you. Something wonderful? I wonder what it is. I wonder what it could be. Who's sending Silver mail? We're going to Crowley's office. We've been requested by the principal. I wonder if it's going to be an invitation letter to RSA. Maybe they're finally poaching Silver. Plain old magical pen. Okay. Head mage's office. The principal's suite. Oh, you're both here. Okay, hi. Father, Melius. Hello, Silver. I see you've brought along Sebek, Yusuf, and a whole crowd besides. Sir, pardon our intrusion. What he said. We wanted to know what this something wonderful was. Yeah, our curiosity is piqued. A wonderful thing that arrived for Silver is... Sorry, the wonderful thing that arrived for Silver is a new magical pen. Why, where did his go? What's wonderful about that? It's just a plain old magical pen. Tisk tisk tisk, look more closely at the cap. Night Raven College's magical pens also double as student IDs. Ah! It's gonna say Silver Pen Rouge, right? You know how every pen has a student's name engraved by the grip? Oh. The name on this one. Oh, the name on this one. It's a new engraving. Silver Pen Rouge! Oh, let's freaking go. This one was made at your father's request. The first is provided free of charge upon enrollment, of course. But there is an out-of-pocket cost if circumstances dictate making a second one. So he has 2 mage stones? Why couldn't they have this? I mean, I guess it makes sense that it was supposed to be a surprise. But Lilia could have very well been like, hey, Silver, give me your magical pen for a weekend. So they could just take the mage stone instead of paying for a second mage stone, but what do I know? Since it happens rather a lot. These people keep losing their freaking magical pens. Of course, your father is welcome to present this gift to you himself. Goodness, but it's strange hearing the head mage refer to me as father. Silver, I may have raised you from childhood, but legally I was simply your guardian. Yet you expressed a wish to be my true son, and Meleus and Sebek supported it. But why does Sebek care? I mean, okay, I guess he cares, but why is Sebek, like, someone we have to clear that decision with? Here. What's this form? A formal adoption application I sent for from Briar Valley's Ministry of Justice. Meleus's I make you father and child was not enough. You have to sign a document. Meleus's word isn't the end-all be-all. I've signed my name to it. Once you add yours, we'll be legally recognized as father and son. And what do you know? You just happen to have that perfect fountain pen on hand to sign with. Care to use it? Yes, sir. There, all done. Yes, everything seems to be in order. I'll send this to the Ministry of Justice and have the family registry updated right away. At least you can handle that much. With your little magic. Meleus just burned the paper! Don't worry, I merely used magic to send it to Briar Valley. It isn't as if a mere sheet of paper will change things for us very much, but I'm glad I get to call you my son. Thank you, Father. And thank you for the magical pen. I'll treasure it forever. What does he do with his old one, though? Does he keep both? Double the magical pens means double the blot resistance. Are you scowling again because you don't want to... You can smile, it's okay. Wow, Silver, you're really glaring at that pen. Seeing him rejoice this much over it makes giving it worthwhile. I'm glad that this is a habit that Lilia recognizes. That's his rejoicing face? Oh no, if I look at the pen during class, I might break out into a silly grin. I must keep my jaw clenched during lessons. If he glowers at the whole class, wouldn't that make the teacher cry? Which of your staff will cry over being glared at? Vargas? I can't imagine it's Train. I definitely can't imagine it's Cruel. So, by process of elimination, Vargas? Or you when you come in for the special lessons? Aw, look at how embarrassed he is thinking about excited outbursts in front of his school chums. That's too adorable. It feels like just yesterday he was crawling around on the floor on all fours. You guys have to stop, you're gonna embarrass him. I suppose he's at that age now, though. Nah, I'm jealous, beyond jealous, Silver. I want to have Civic Zigvold Lightning Knight engraved on my magical pen, too! You could just do it yourself. Here, Sebek, take my car keys, etch it into your magical pen. This goes to show how one grows all the stronger for facing down at adversity. Wonderful! It's true, and it's nice to see that you've made friends you can have lunch with, Sebek. What? You misunderstand, sir! These people are no friends of mine! Ace Trapula does not approve of that statement. They simply want my assistance with the Mickey investigation to help Yusuf find a way home. And I was grudgingly hearing them out since they were on their hands and knees begging me. We were sitting upright and totally fine. The Mickey investigation? Please don't make us explain it again. We've gone over this several times already. Ba-dum. 2 more chapters. We're almost done. My voice need only survive a little while more. Okay, chapter 22, an even greater mage. We are still in the principal's office. Now I see. This explains much. That was what Yusuf was referring to when speaking of potentially finding a way home that night. Oh yeah, and it made you crash out. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot that I gave you that trauma. Okay, I remember. You don't have to just move your mouth at me. Oh yes, I do recall you mentioning seeing Mickey in the mirror. I'm talking to the Mickey in the mirror. Anyway. I do recall you mentioning seeing Mickey in the mirror on the night of the culture fair. You do? Do you now, Crowley? Do you now? Because it feels like you ignore everything I say. Okay, I remember the flashback. Stop moving your mouth at me. And you met him again in the dreams Draconia created. What a curious puzzle. Is the mirror in Yusuf's room some sort of magical artifact like a view glass? I examined the mirror myself after hearing that tale, but it was just an ordinary old mirror. It hardly needs to be outright magical in nature, does it? This world has no shortage of strange items that were possessed by ghosts or cursed. Items with histories, essentially. Considering how well-traveled you are, perhaps you'll be able to identify it. We should see it for ourselves. Wow! Capable people are finally joining in to help me. It has no sign of any enchantments or curses. Likewise, Lilia's Far Cry Cradle turned up no particularly noteworthy information. It seems it truly is an ordinary mirror. So it's more like a silver-capped tooth or a crystal radio. And it only acts as a communicator with Mickey under specific conditions. Right, that's why instead of messing with the mirror itself, we're focusing on the environment and activation conditions. We're trying to figure out a reliable way of making the connection. Isn't it dangerous to randomly change around variables like that? What's there to be scared of? Mickey's a nice guy. He's not gonna go attacking us. Mickey might not, but Grim, you're my worry. That's not what I meant. Doesn't that risk creating conditions that might connect you to someplace unintended? Zigvold's concerns are entirely reasonable. Now you care about my safety. Moving me into ramshackle when it was falling down over my head was not enough for you. But now, oh no, you mustn't try to make communication with Mickey in the mirror. Crowley, back off. Mirrors and books, acting as doors connecting to other worlds, causing people sucked into them to go missing. Such frightening cases are rare, but not unheard of in Twisted Wonderland. Certainly not unheard of, considering we've already had things like the Rapunzel event and the Nightmare Before Christmas event. So, investigation or no, I can hardly allow a group of unsupervised freshmen to engage in such risk. Crowley, let me figure out how to go home. Aw, no fair! If that's what troubles you, I'll oversee them. Thank you, Melius! Huh? Everyone's surprised. Huh? 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 One for each person. My liege! That means Sebek will help us, right? Are you sure, Horton? If their claims are true, they hold implications. It would mean this Mickey was able to easily intrude upon my arcane realm from a different world altogether. Such a creature piques my curiosity. Exclamation point? Yeah, actually, Styx has the most cutting-edge tech in the world, and it was still a struggle for them to analyze the realm structure and enter it. Meanwhile, Mickey just slipped right in with no trouble at all. Does that mean he could be an even greater mage than Malleus? I don't know. He said he wasn't a wizard. My, fascinating. Now I wish to meet him more than ever. Now, Malleus, you do remember you're still not back in top form, right? Good grief. I suppose it'd be better to stick around as well, just in case. If you and my liege are joining, then I shall as well. Oh yeah? I thought you were too busy to join in. We've got some dependable upperclassmen helping out. You're free to focus on your studies and practice Sebic. No, I insist upon joining. What? Then I think we have a plan. We'll do the best we can to help you find your way back home, Yusuf. We're at the finale. It's the last one. Let's go. Let's see how this wraps up. Chapter 23. Assumably the last one of this book. Supportive mindset. We're still in Ramshackle Dorm, in my room. Man, I don't think we could ask for better help than the Insomnia crew. Things are looking up, right, Yusuf? Thank you all so much. What a wonderfully supportive mindset. And what a relief it is hearing Draconia and Van Rouge volunteer to oversee this. Between cleaning up after the disaster and preparing for the Arcane Academy Interscholastic Games, the faculty's eyes are all bloodshot. If I went into the office and said, "Excuse me, is anyone free to be a chaperone?" There's not a doubt in my mind there would have been a riot. So, I hereby declare the Mickey investigation to be a special magic analysis extracurricular exercise. Do we get credit? I hate that Astrapala thinks like me. That's not who I want to be on the same wavelength with, but you know, whatever. Wait, you mean we'll get credit for it? Of course, as a valuable student of the school, Yusuf's future hinges on the outcome. That means I've got a chance to make up for the for the open notebook test I flunked? Was the test worth your entire grade? Alright! That said, staying up all night and sleeping through class the next day would be the opposite of educational. I cannot have that. So keep your investigation within the bounds of reason. Is that clear? Yes, sir! Okay, we get it. Everyone has agreed. Oh, and everyone taking part is responsible for informing your respective house warden. And don't forget to submit a report. Now then! Aw, so much to do, so little time! Looks like the Mickey investigation's back on. Isn't that great, Yusuf? Nods in your direction. As your chaperones, Malleus and myself will be here every night, but I trust that doesn't go for every member of the group. Right, plus systematic isolation is absolutely essential to reliably reproduce a phenomenon. It's not a proper verification if we do it with the same people every time. I think we'll need to rework our shifts. And some of us go to bed at 10 p.m., so they'll only be able to join in on weekends. That's so cute! Someone's talking about you. You okay over there, Jack? Someone must be talking trash about me. Let's start by getting all the volunteers together for a kickoff party. Have Troy bake a cake for us, please. It ain't just shifts we gotta think about. We also gotta work out what snacks and drinks we get on the job. Chocolate on Mondays, potato chips on Tuesdays. I can't wait! This investigation is an extracurricular exercise, not a series of convivial sleepovers. We should clearly start by establishing record-keeping and reporting methods. To think I would have pajama parties with school chums at my age. Everyone make sure you show up in your most adorable pajamas. Pajama parties. Those are certainly a type of gathering I've never been invited to before. I'll be looking forward to this. I'm glad they're happy at least. My liege. Okay, you people, these better be the greatest pajama parties ever! Aww. We're in for some noisy nights, or we're not gonna get much sleep, are we? I like the noisy nights one. Don't worry, I'm the boss of Ramshackle Dorm, and I'll keep this whole operation in line. You're the one who suggested the snacks that led to the slumber parties, but okay. Let's do this, Grim. Yeah, you can count on me. We've got this in the bag, Yusuf. Ah, is that the end? Wow! We did it! Let's go claim those mission rewards. Yay! Wait, what's this? Ooh. I don't need more thought marks. I genuinely don't. But we did it! That was the end of... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Of chapter 7.5 of the main story of Twisted Wonderland. And as the top is telling us, we've now read all the currently available main story content. And now we wait. Now we wait patiently, or perhaps, in my case specifically, impatiently, for Book 8 to come out. And that might not be for some time yet. Oh! They've also updated how many, like, the chapter length being displayed on this screen. The Lord of Malevolence is 349 freaking chapters. Oh god. I might actually be more scared than excited for Book 8 at the moment. Now that I'm looking at that number. Holy moly. But we did it. We made it through. We powered through, and my voice was okay. The fact that I was actually prepared made it a lot easier. Ah, of course. Let's see. Okay. Knock it off. Knock it off. Behave yourselves. I love how Ace is like, oh, that was such a useless interaction. And Apple's like, 10 out of 10 would do again. Let me kick Ace Dracula's butt next time. Don't hold me back. Yay. Let me invite, who am I doing? Lilia. Do you like my guest room? It's kind of barren at the moment because I'm trying to up my room rank. So I'm trying to make as much Pomfiore like furniture pieces to get the godforsaken dorm points. I just want the second level, man. Why is it so difficult? Okay. That actually went by quicker than I was anticipating, but that's okay. I think either way I should rest my voice, so this works out better for me. So, let's move back to the Yap screen so I can say some final parting words before I send you off. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed chapter 7.5 of Twisted Wonderland that was for some reason not voiced and required me to voice act my way through it. Hopefully the next time we play Twisted Wonderland that will not be the case because Book 8 will be fully voiced unless they cut their budget spontaneously. So, maybe a different game will be the next time I am forced to speak through the whole thing. But I hope I didn't tire you out of the sound of my voice. And if so, too damn bad. You come here to listen to me, and that's what I'm gonna make you do. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, we are doing a rendering stream because I have fallen behind and I have not drawn my mermaids, my obligated, legally mandated mermaids for Mermaid. And I need to pay my art taxes and draw those mermaids before the month is over. So tomorrow, we are going to be rendering a drawing that I'm currently working on because, frankly, from start to finish, my drawing process can take upwards of 10 hours. So I'm going to be pre-drawing the drawing. That's crazy. We're drawing the drawing? Pre-drawing the drawing? And on stream, we're going to be coloring and rendering our mermaids. And yeah, if you too have slacked on Mermaid, now's a good time. That'll be like a solid 2 hours, hopefully not too much longer, but hopefully around 2 hours of work time where you can lock in alongside me and we can get our mermaids drawn. Doesn't that sound just wonderful, just great? So tune in tomorrow for that. And the waiting room will be up at some point because I haven't decided exactly what time we're starting, but probably not too far from the typical start time. And yeah, that's everything. We got through it. We did it all. Unfortunately, this means there are probably not going to be another Twisted Wonderland stream for a while unless I start from the beginning, which honestly I am tempted to do, but that's okay. Thank you for joining in for my first ever game repeat that was not Tomodachi Life. Yippee! I'm proud of myself, despite what it was, despite it being Twisted Wonderland of all things. I'm glad it wasn't Tomodachi Life at least. So, with that said, I am going to send you off. I'm gonna say goodbye, and thank you for stopping by. Thank you for visiting my bed of roses, and I hope you enjoyed your stay. Bye-bye! Bye-bye!